Okay, good morning. Pre-market for 5/9/2019, Thursday. Let's do some technical analysis of the stock market. Looking at the weekly chart, we've tested overnight down here into this bottom volume node right here. Great bounce. They're taking us back. Right at this point, they're buying it pretty furiously right now. The Plunge Protection Team's in action, turned on their algos. This is kind of a critical area, and we'll show this on other charts, but there's this gap in here, and there's not a lot of trading right in here, so this could fall down pretty quick, I think. Looking on the daily here, here's the daily range. You can see from just when I started looking at the chart, we've already moved up quite a bit. It was sitting right here at the low of this volume node, struggling against it, and now we've pretty much traded across it, and we're up at the top of this. Wonderful. That's my backup. And what else? I was going to say something else right here. So this is the bar right here, and you can see that there's not a whole lot of volume right in here, and not a lot of volume right here, and this actual bar doesn't have a lot of volume right here. So think about the kind of the top up here being your kind of your target if it gets weak enough to go back down. I've kind of added a 240-minute chart because price action's getting pretty far away. So this is what I'm talking about right here. If we get into this area, there's no real volume in here, so it could fall pretty quick down into this line right here. And then most of the volume is across this area, so this is going to be the kind of the better place, but you could definitely get a bounce right off the top of the gap right here. I don't usually trust bottoms of the gaps because they kind of fall through. That's why they say gaps are always filled or whatever. It's probably because nobody has any trades right there, and they're not really going to try and protect that area. So we tested down bottom of this node. We're coming back up right into this big volume node right here. I'm gonna guess that they're gonna get us up into this area actually pre-market, the way that they need to move this market. I mean, they've moved it a lot overnight. Anything else on this chart? Oh, I wanted to bring this up right here. So notice the opposing tops right here. You kind of have like a little bit right here, but we've been literally bouncing off of that location. I mean, this was kind of their line in the sand right here. So I think if you actually got underneath this node during regular trading hours, that you would see the flush down at that point. The next, like again, opposing kind of tops is right down here in this area. That's why I keep on picking this particular area right here. It's kind of like the opposing price action that kind of gives you a good level of support and resistance. It's the opposing trading, and so that's why I'm kind of favoring that. 60 minutes. Again, you can see the bulk of the trading was up here. We kind of fell down. Again, I'm looking for a push back up into this area, this high volume node, and that kind of matches up with the symmetry of the price action. If you notice that this line bisects, does a pretty good job of going across the tops right there. There's kind of like a little bisection right there. Matches up with this node. Matches up with the bottoms of that. So I would think that this is going to push back up into 2881 area, hit this guy, and maybe with some weakness or luck right there, it's going to it's going to fall back off and make the next leg down. You never know. I mean, there's so much news on the trade deal going back and forth, but overall, the algos don't care about the news. I mean, I guess President Trump made some pretty negative statements, and look, they're when you have all the money and you're invested up here, you want price to be up here, and those people that have all the money, they want to put price back up here. You have the central banks that get a discount for buying stocks. They want price up here. You have the buyback algos. They don't care anything. They're just buying back stock. They are just going to buy. They never sell. They, basically buy the stocks of the major corporations, which are like 60% of the market, and then they don't put those shares back in the market, right? They're collecting them and buying them back. So, it's always buy pressure. The President Trump and the Fed and the Plunge Protection Team, and I mean everybody wants it to go up. So just always keep that in mind. Buybacks, everything. So I hope that's a tip. So you can see we're into the bottom of this node right here. Small little bounce, not really even pulling back at all. That's because they've got the algos turned on and they're going. I mean, you can see quite a bit of trading on the bid and ask. I mean, they're pushing this. I mean, the algos are backfilling the bids as soon as they get another level. So, and it doesn't seem like the buyers are really fighting it at this point. So into this volume node, we're testing pretty much the bottom. Definitely probably push right up into this, maybe get another bounce off of it. But yeah, this would probably be a good location. Probably should have marked that off, but you got this shelf right here. That's what I'm looking at across here. You got all those tops. I'm pretty sure that they'll have that here in the next hour, be up against that, and this is the real volume up here. So can they do 28.79 before the market opens? Yeah, probably. They've got plenty of time at this point. So I would think full recovery, like it never happened. Most people will wake up in the morning and not see any of this and think the market's just didn't do anything overnight. And more of the same, right? Here's the volume profile. Where are we going? We're going up here. We're going to fight this node for a little bit this morning, and then it'll shoot right through and get up there. Would I take a short? Not so sure at the open. Would I want to try and short that? But if it doesn't make it there by the open and it trades into that, I would probably really try and get a good short off of that. Probably good for a scalp for sure. Anything up higher, you've got this node right here, which is higher, kind of ties in with this action right here. Should I put a line right there? No, I don't think so. Symmetry wise, I've already kind of looked at this. You can see that there's a level right here. We've already bounced over it and we're going up. Basically I'm not sure, I think I did this swing from right here. I'm not sure how I grabbed this one. Let me move this off. I think I did a swing. There was a swing in here that I measured. I think it was maybe this. I don't know. It doesn't fit exactly. kind of fits. You know, and that's basically how you get the levels across, is I just kind of put up a Fibonacci, which is a 50, and it gives you kind of the ranges that you're going to get a lot of price action in. And you can see that, you know, the symmetry kind of works right there. And it kind of gives you the ranges. Just helps you out, right? You know, if you were to kind of take the lines when they first get hit, you would see that, you know, you kind of trade in there. Even down here on this green bar, right? It went up right up here. First hit right here, went back up. Just give you a good location to look for trades. Gives you the idea of how the range is. You don't really want to try and trade too much in the middle of the range. And anything else that I can tell you for this morning, we kind of covered. Down here is the good buy location. Up here, probably your best sell location. You got two nodes right here. You got the symmetry. We're into this node right here. Like I said, PPT is very active. I expect them to be through this node and up here. This is an overnight node too, by the way. Not as strong. I think that's it. Good luck on your trading today. I'll see you in the afternoon.